when you guys have opened your PDF file here in the PDF viewer, right? You guys can grab this window here by the title bar. You guys can click at the very top and drag this window away from the top and drag it to the side. As you're going to the side, you can touch the side here like this, and you'll see that bubble up here, and it puts it into the left side of the screen there. And you can choose whatever else you want to have viewing on the other side. In this case, I just want the video. So that way you have the video, and then you also have publisher. So you can jump back and forth. Say for instance, my video window, you guys can't see it, but I'm making it big enough so that I can see what I'm doing, and then work on it in publisher down here in the taskbar. So it says open up publisher. So we're going to open it up. Okay. And so remember, you can jump back and forth like this. Click on here. Well, let me get rid of that one because that one's in the way. You click on here, read the instructions, and then go back over here, right? Or just follow me on the screen. Okay. So you choose the way you want to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and open up and follow the directions here. Okay. So let me move my window out of the way. It's too big. And all I need to do is see your faces here and there. Okay. And I'm going to move this down over here, and then just be jumping back and forth from here to there. All right. So the next instruction is, let me go to 100%. Let me open up the window and I just jump back and forth. All right. So select the blank 8.5 by 11. All right. So let's go here. Do you guys see publisher? Mm-hmm. Do you see blank 8.5 by 11? If it doesn't look like this, don't worry about it. Just go to new. See, and it's still there. You know, it's a different layout for the backstage view of new, but blank 8.5 by 11, everyone. Click on it once, and you should have a window that looks like this. Okay. All right. So what's the next step? Let's see. See, I'm jumping back and forth using my taskbar down here if I want to. Okay, so the next step is, let me insert a new page by clicking, right-clicking page 1 in the page navigation pane. All right, so if you guys took the quiz today, you guys should know where the page navigation pane is, right? So we're going to insert a new page. And it says here to select insert page, leave the options in the insert page dialog box, and just click OK. So we're not making any changes to the dialog box that shows up. So let's do that. Okay. So over here, you guys see page 1 on the left. This is your page navigation pane, right? Or the navigation pane. You can right click. Everybody right click on there.
I can't see mine. I just have a page. I don't have.
Yeah, you have to right click on that page that's there. Oh, you don't see your pages? Okay. So this is the thing. If you guys do not see your pages navigation pane, then remember, which one of these tabs will I use if I want to view it?
Page design?
How about view? If I want to view anything, I go to view, right? So I go to view. And I have to make sure that we have our page navigation here checked. See, mine's already checked. That's why it's there.
Okay. Now
if I uncheck it, right?
If I uncheck it, okay, please don't talk when I'm talking, guys. Wait till I'm done, until I pause, because the recording is going to, people are not going to understand the recording. Look, so I'm here in page, I went to view, right? The view tab, and it gave me the view ribbon. Right over here, it says page navigation. If this is unchecked, that's why you do not see the page navigation pane. So you have to check it. All right. Now you see the page, everyone. Okay, what was your question, Nora?
I just throwing chat. You could click under the home tab also, right?
You can click under the home tab.
You
Okay,
can, yeah,
here.
you have the home tab and right click, you could insert page, right?
No, no, we're not going
Looks on
to.
mine.
Yeah, we're gonna just do it here because that's my instructions are telling you to do it here. Okay, so we're gonna do it here for right now. Just follow along, guys. Later on, we'll figure out some other new ways and tips and tricks. So right click on page 1, go to insert page right here. You see that? Okay, then over here, you're not gonna make any changes to the insert page dialog box that appears. You're just gonna click OK. And now you have page 2. You got it? All right, let me check for a second here. So if you go to insert right over here, you have pages here too. You guys see that? So you can insert another page right here. But for now, we're going to do it the faster way, which is to right click on page 1 or any pages to add another page, right? So the fastest way to add a page is to right click, right? And there it is. Now you can go to home and you can click there and you can add a page 2 or go to, not to home, sorry, to insert. And then you can add a page right here to insert a blank page. Okay, you can duplicate it. You can use the insert a page. If you want to change the options in the little box or the window that appeared, which is this one here, you can do that too. But for now, let's keep it simple. And but yeah, if you have those type of questions, yes, please ask them, but wait till I pause, okay? All right, good. So now we have a second page. What do the instructions say here, or the steps? Then it says, go to the insert tab and click the picture button. When the insert picture dialog box appears, locate the publisher logo. Okay, so the logo, I'm gonna send you the logo right now, and I'm gonna send it through the chat. So here it comes. Okay, so we're grabbing this logo from the chat so you guys can use in this file. Go ahead, you're also gonna go ahead and save it onto a folder for your desktop publishing. So let me get the logo. Okay, and there it is. It's in the chat. So everyone get it from the chat. And go ahead and save it on your computer somewhere where you know it is, because we're going to use it to insert it into your file here. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and it says you're going to go to click desktop in the navigation pane on the insert picture dialog box and then find the publisher logo, which is what you saved right now from the chat. Once the logo is in your document, you will resize it to 2 inches wide using the shape width box in the size group, right? So let's put it in there first. So how do we put it in there? We're going to pictures. We already went to insert first, right? Go to insert right over here. Yeah, go to pictures. Go to online pictures, go to pictures, and then find it. Find it wherever you saved it from the chat, right? Where did you save it?
Okay. Also, pictures.
Okay, so you have to know where you save stuff, guys. So always, and there's the publisher logo there. That's what it looks like. Click on insert. And it looks like it takes up the whole page, right? Once you do that, then we are going to change its size. I'm going to move my window out of the way here. And the instructions tell us to go where, guys? Okay, it says once the logo is inserted, you will resize it to 2 inches wide using the shape width box in the size group. Now, here's something for the quiz that you guys took today, right? So these are all groups right here. This is the insert group, the adjust group. And in the quiz, you guys were looking at 2 arrows pointing to the side of paragraph right over here in the nothing, where there's nothing here. So the answer for that one in the quiz was the paragraph group. Remember the 2 arrows pointing right here and right here in this area and this area? Okay, so the answer for that one was the paragraph group. So, but since we just inserted the picture, I want you to keep this in mind. Whenever you insert an object, in this case, a picture, up here on the top, you get this darker tab. And that darker tab is telling you, look right here and click on format. See, because format is right underneath it. And you notice how it's kind of greenish and not the other ones, not the other tabs. So it's telling you to use that to make changes or modify this, edit it right through here. So click on format, everyone. Click on format. Once you do that, then you can go over to the size group. Who can tell me where the size group is? It's on the right.
Shows the width and height.
It's on the size group, but where's the size group?
All the way on the right of the ribbon.
On the right side of the
yeah.
ribbon. Good job, Christina. All right, so if it's on the right side of the ribbon, they want you to change the width, right, to 2 inches. Okay, pay close attention to this part here, because right over here in the size group, you have this guy up here, and this button or this text box will determine the height. This text box will determine the width, right? So we go to the bottom one, right, guys? Okay, now, this is kind of tricky sometimes too, depending on how your publisher is set up. So I want you to know this. When you go there, you can click, right? And if you click there, it highlights the number 7.65 inches. Just type 2. You don't have to use the arrows up and down because you're going to take forever getting from 7 inches to 2 inches. So just type it in. When you type it in, you hit enter or tap enter on your keyboard, and it brings it down to 2 inches wide. Now, give me a second. Why did both values change in there? I'll tell you why really quick. Now, when you change this to 2, it tried to keep it at a ratio or proportion, right, where it doesn't distort it. And the reason it did that, it's because if you go into this button right here next to the word size, you guys see it? I want you guys to click there really fast. Go ahead and click on there. When you click there, you get this window and it says format picture, right? All right, so if you get this window, you'll notice that scaling, the word scale means to resize, or the size or dimensions of an object. But down below, you'll notice this. It says lock aspect ratio, and it says relative to the original picture size. So if you have these checked, it allows it to keep it proportioned and evenly at an even ratio where it doesn't distort this, right? See that? It's not distorted. But I want you guys to do me a favor and uncheck the lock aspect ratio and uncheck the relative to original picture size. Okay, go ahead and uncheck those. We're gonna try something, and this is part of lectures so that you guys learn how to scale these objects that you guys put in here. And when I do that, watch what happens when I click OK and then try to change the numbers again. I want you guys to make the width of the logo, change it here to 7 inches. Okay, go ahead and click there where the 2 is now, right over here, and change it to 7 inches. When you change it to 7 inches, you tap enter, look what happens. It's not proportioned, right? It's not at the same aspect ratio as it should be to keep it looking proportioned, right? So, well proportioned, that is. So that's the thing, right? Whenever you try this and these settings right over here were not checked, that's what's going to happen. So some of you guys are going to sometimes not have these selected or checked. So I'm going to cancel that. But look, I want you guys to go ahead and undo this. Click on the undo button or do a Control Z as in zebra, so that we get it back to its original size, the really big size. Everybody do that until it's big again across the portrait view of the document, just like this. Okay, all right. And once you get it this big again, I want you guys to go to the size button. Click on the size button and check to see if your lock aspect ratio and relative to its original size is checked. If it's not checked, make sure that you put check marks in there by clicking inside those boxes.
Where did you get to size?
I'm sorry?
Where did you get to the size button?
The size button, same place where I did before, which is right over here, size group. Go to the size group, and right over here, you have the size launcher button. You see it? You have to click on there. Okay. And you get this window, and make sure that you have check marked both of these options here. All right, and then just click OK. And you'll notice that now we go back over to the width and change it to 2 because we have to have it at size 2, right? And when you do that, tap enter. So go to the width text box and type 2 and tap enter. So that way it turns it to a 2-inch wide, even proportioned image or object. How do I know it's 2 inches? By looking on my screen. Well, don't forget we have a ruler up here, and if you go from here, right there where I'm at right now in the ruler, here, that's 2 inches, right? Even if you move it around, if I move it a little bit over here, the number 1 mark on the horizontal ruler, you'll notice that it's 1 to 3. You see that? So that's from 1 to 3, it's 2 inches. You see that? So that's how you can tell. Does anybody have any questions?
When you size this, Raphael, you don't use the one on the title bar, on the scroll by the scroll. That you don't use that one for it.
Yeah, which one are you talking about? On the title bar?
No, not on the title bar. On the
ribbon?
Above no, down below. The one, the sizing.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that in a little bit.
You use that as well for this?
Yes, you can.
Okay, that's
the measurement box, but we're gonna get there. Okay?
Measurement box. Sorry.
Okay, so this is how you would do it via format picture tools right up here. Format picture tools, right? And you went to the sizing group. That's how you did that, guys. Now, what's the other way to resize this? Well, if you don't need a specific dimensions for the image, the way to resize this image is by clicking on the corners of the image and just dragging outward or inward, right? You see that? Go ahead and drag it and make it as wide as half the page. Okay, everybody do that. You guys see that? So it's about half the page because I'm, using my eyesight and making a visual judgment, right? So you guys can eyeball anything, and if there's no specific dimensions, you can just click and drag the corners, right? You do not want to click and drag the edges or the middle edges, the ones that are in the middle of the sides or the top, the square ones, because that distorts it. Even though you have the lock aspect ratio and the relative to its original size selected over here. See, they're still selected, but when you do that, what that does is it skips the options that are here in the scale section. So to keep it proportion, I would always use any corner circle sizing handle. Okay, remember that. All right, I'm gonna hit undo to make it back to my 2-inch square. Everybody go to undo until it goes back to the 2-inch square. There it is right there. You see that? Okay, so good, got it. Now go ahead and try this. Down at the bottom, we're going to click in the status bar. So in the quiz today, one of the arrows was pointing to close to the arrow that was down there, but not directly at the arrow. This whole bar down here, all the way in the bottom under the scroll bar, it's called the status bar.
We cannot see your mouse.
You cannot see my mouse?
Yeah.
It's in the bottom.
Okay.
You see it in the bottom?
Yeah.
If you can't see it because your controls are in the way for Zoom, you have to move your controls out of the way, okay? All right, but down here, this whole bar all the way through to the right side of the app, that's called the status bar. But right here, where the 2 inches by 1.95 are, you see it right down here? That is the object size. Click there, please. When you click there, that's the object size button. And when you click there, you get the measurement box. The measurement box is very important because it gives you the dimensions and the coordinates of where this object is. You guys see that?
No,
You don't see the measurement box?
no, I couldn't get it.
Yeah,
Did you click down here?
I got it.
Yes, I got
Did
it.
you click down here in the object button?
I get
here?
1.05, I get a different one, no.
Okay. Can you share your screen really quick? I want to see what you're doing here. You should be
Yes.
able to see it.
Okay, so I clicked,
Okay, now the reason you have to click on the object, otherwise it's not going to give you the same measurements. Okay, but you're clicking on the wrong one. The object size is that one. Okay, click on the object size. Down below. Down below. Go to the status bar. Click on the object size button, which is right there where it says 2.00.
right here,
That's the object size button, right? You guys see that?
but I get 1.05 different measurements in yours, but it's okay then, right?
Okay, let me explain why you got that. Okay, so she's saying, which is a good question, why are my measurements different? Okay, watch this. When you click on that, her picture was over here somewhere. My picture was against this guideline right here, the margin, right? So that's why it's different, okay, because of the positioning. In the measurement box, guys, X and Y are for the positioning of this object here, okay?
Oh, it's not
The,
to do with the dimensions, it's the positioning, right?
yes, that's the positioning. So what does that mean? So if you look at X, guys, it says 0.5. 0.5 is that half an inch of the ruler up here. You guys see where my mouse is right here?
Mhm.
That's half an inch from the edge of the page, right? This one is 3.14 away from the top of the page. So it goes, if I go to the ruler here, watch this. I can click right on the, in the middle of the ruler somewhere and drag down a guide. And the top of the image there is the part that determines where it's positioned. Okay, so that means that right here, this circle that's right here where my double arrow is, right? You see it right here? That determines the X and Y axis. Okay, so it's half an inch from the left top of the object, and it's 3 1/4 inches from the top of the left object. And it's, let me scroll this way and you'll notice. Okay, that's a little closer. Let me zoom in. Okay, watch this. See, it goes to about right here where that is 3.14, and right here, which is half an inch, right? So the corner determines the positioning, right, of the X and Y coordinates. So remember that. All right, because that's in the assignment here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and zoom back out so everybody can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this box, do you guys understand it a little bit now? Okay, you can change the angle right over here. These two down here, I think I didn't mention it, but this is the dimension. So you can change the dimensions here too of the image, just like you did over here in the size group, right? Over here. You can change them here too. All right, but don't think that you're going to change them here because this is the positioning. X, Y is the positioning of the object. But this one here is the rotation of the object. Everyone click on the point, on the 0 degrees. Go ahead and click there. And type 75. And tap enter. See what it does? The degrees of the angle are changed to 75. So that's why you see it tilted towards the right. If you go to the rotation right over here, there's a rotation handle right here. You guys see it?
Mhm.
You guys can click on that and you can rotate the image around. You see that? Go ahead and do it 100 times, everyone. Just kidding. Don't do it 100 times. Okay, so when you do that, do you notice how it moves? Okay, whenever you let go of the mouse button, then it leaves it that way. And you'll notice that the degrees right over here have changed. Okay. All right. So you can undo that. Or if you remember the degrees, you can change it back, and the degrees were 0. Right? So if I moved it, if I rotated it manually, and I want it to be at 0 degrees, then I just come in here and I type 0 degrees in here. See that?
Mhm.
And it's up right now. All right. So let's go ahead and keep that size right now, and let's go to the next instructions. Let me pause for a second. I need to get some water real quick. Sorry, guys, my throat sounds like a frog. Okay, so the image should now be at over here, 2 inches wide and 1.95 inches tall. Over here, it says the same thing, right? Because it's talking about this object. If I click away from this object, guys, Notice that you have nothing, right? And you don't have the picture tools anymore with the format. See, they're not up here anymore. You see that? Okay, just remember that. Sometimes students will say, well, I don't see the sizing. I can't see it. I can't do anything in it. Remember that you have to have the object selected. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Okay, you can't change the dimensions or any of these on the measurement box for now. All right, so let's continue with the instructions. Let's see what they say. So we put in our 2-inch logo. Then it says, then click on the object size position, the object position button in the status bar to position the logo at 0.5 and y-axis. You guys see this right here? It's telling us to position this logo at x-axis 0.5 and y-axis 0.5. So both at 0.5. So let's go back, go to publisher. All right, so if you look on here, the x-axis is already at 0.5. So all I need to change is the y-axis, right, guys? So it should be at 0.5. So where is 0.5? Well, before I even type in 0.5 in there, watch, you're gonna notice that over here, this is 0.5 right here. And it lines up to the margin over here. So just to show you really quick, I'm gonna drop down a guide and I'm gonna go all the way to 1/2 inch. See that? And the guide, you see it here? It goes up to 1/2 inch, right, from the top of the page. So that means that if I click on my object, which is the logo, right, my measurement box shows that I'm lined up at the x-axis, which is the horizontal ruler, and the y-axis at 3.5. So I need 3.14. So I'm going to change that to 0.5. So everyone go to your measurement box, make sure that you have the logo selected and change it to 0.5. You're going to watch the logo jump up towards the top where that guide is, right up here. Tap enter. You see that? The positioning is determined by the rulers and the top left corner of this object. Okay, remember that right there. Got it, guys? If I click
No,
away,
The 0.5, I didn't get that.
I'm sorry?
I don't see the 0.5. I brought my ruler down, but it's above the page.
Okay, can I see your screen and you explain to me what you're talking about, please?
Okay. All right, so I brought the ruler down, dragged it to 0.5. It's right there above.
Okay, yeah, you didn't have to do that. I was just explaining to you where the 0.5 is.
Right,
Right.
I understand, but I don't understand it.
You don't understand, okay, what part of it don't you understand? The
Well-
line not showing?
Where the 0.5 is. Watch, let me give you.
Oh, the 0.5 is in the ruler, right? So that's 0.5 is 1/2 inch in a ruler, right?
Right.
So that's what that means. When I say 0.5, it means 1/2 inch. When I say 0.75, it means 3/4 inch, right?
Yeah,
When I
but
say 0.25, that means 1/4 inch. So where is that in the rulers? Let me show you.
I'm trying to give you remote access. I can't. Can
Oh,
you-
no, don't give me remote access. Just kind of watch my screen here.
I didn't get it.
Watch, check this out. If I am looking, if I want to zoom in, I can zoom in, right, down over here, right? I'm going to zoom in. And I'm zooming in to what, 90%, just so that I can get closer to the rulers, right? So now I'm gonna move my measurement box. You can move it anywhere you want if it's in the way. You can even close it and then reopen it by clicking down here in the object, right? Object size button. But, okay, this object right here, right, is at 0.5 and 0.5, because if I look at the measurement box, it's telling me it's at 0.5 and 0.5. On the ruler, right, this corner right here, it aligns to 1/2 inch, which is 0.5. Over here, it aligns to 1/2 inch right here, which is 0.5. This corner does, right? Do you understand?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, good. All right.
Teacher, I cannot fill the measurement box.
You can't
Right.
fill it? Okay, did you click on the object? Make sure that you click on the object.
Yes, I click on object.
Okay, share your screen and I can help you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So you guys should make sure that you guys watch this video over again. If you're having trouble, watch it, because that's what they're here for, so that you guys can go over them and look at them and kind of, you know, do your own little hands-on training at home. Okay.
Are those, Raphael, are they
Uh-huh.
in the Canvas thing?
No, no, because you know what? They didn't pay us to do curriculum for Canvas,
Okay.
right? Yeah,
Okay.
so it's not in Canvas. No,
So is it the GCF learning thing?
no, this is not. These are lessons that are created by myself or other instructors.
Well, where do we find them?
Oh, when I send them to you, they're the video, right? And also, don't forget the PDF that I send you. That's the work, right? That's what I'm going over.
But when
Okay.
you send us, okay, when you send us the video, it's the recording, right?
It's a recording of the class, which
But
is also the hands-on with the PDF assignment that I gave you, so that you can do the last part of the PDF. Let me show you guys really quick so you guys can understand, because I want you guys to really understand this. Let me show you on my screen really quick. I'll get back to you, Maya, right now. Give me a second.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
All right. Look, whenever you guys were working, right, in these assignments, what I do is we go through these steps, and we don't just go over the steps and that's it. I give you guys more information and different types of tips and tricks that you guys can use to make your work more understandable and easier. So we go through this, right? And then at the end, it says here, now it's your turn to create a flyer for Valentine's Day's couples party. So by all this that you learned, right, that I'm showing you,
see.
from inserting images, right, to moving them around, to inserting a text box, you are learning so that you can try on your own to do this, right? You will create this flyer from a blank document. You see that? So we're going through this together, right? So that you guys can do this for homework, or if we finish fast enough, we can do it in class. You understand? Okay. And the video that's recording right now will go over it again so that you guys can listen to the video or view the video. And then in case you missed something in here, all right? Or in case you forgot what we went through in the lecture, okay? So that's available for you guys, the video, and I send it to you as soon as I can. Sometimes I forget, so you guys can remind me, but usually it's prepared within an hour or so, and then I could send it to you guys, okay? All right, so does everybody understand that? Any questions about that? Okay, because I want you guys to do good in this course, but I also want you guys follow the directions, right? And then on your own, try it, okay?
So we'll be doing that in a minute then, starting.
Yeah, we're already going through those steps, right? We're already going through those steps. So we're on what, step 9 or so? Okay, all right. So Mai, go ahead and share your screen and let's talk about your positioning or your measurement box. All right, so go ahead and click on the object, which is the logo, right? Objects are anything you insert into Publisher. All right, so what are you trying to type there? Or it doesn't let you type? Go ahead and
I cannot type here.
type where? In there?
Yes.
Okay, it doesn't let you type? Oh, okay.
No.
Do you have a Bluetooth keyboard?
No.
Do you have a keyboard that's attached to your laptop or computer?
Yeah.
Okay, it's attached through USB?
Oh no, it's like the
It's
keyboard.
integrated. It's on the
Yeah.
it's on the computer, right?
Yeah,
On
yeah.
the laptop. Okay. And it's not letting you type, huh?
No.
Ooh. I don't know why it's not letting. Could you backspace? Click in there and backspace.
Nothing. Nothing.
No
here.
delete.
Yeah. No delete. No.
Oh.
No things.
Can you check your caps lock? See if it's on. Make sure that you don't have a caps lock.
No.
Try it now.
No.
Tao, what do you think? Why can't she type in there? What do you think? Why do you think she can't type in there? So let's see. Yeah, that has nothing to do with the picture. It has something to do with, okay, do this. Go to insert, please. Go to the insert tab up on the top. Okay, and click on, yeah, no, don't right click, just click on it. You're right clicking. Yeah, and then go over to shapes right down below. Click on the first box with the little letter A on it. Okay, click. That's a text box. Go over to create your text box, click and drag. Go ahead and click and drag. There you go. Start typing. Okay, so it's not your keyboard. It's something else. Okay, click on the logo. Okay, try to type.
I cannot type.
You cannot type in there, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so why can't you type in there? Can I have remote control to your
Yes. Yes.
okay. Yeah, go to remote control and then click on my name. Do you know where? There you are. Okay, let's see. Okay, that works. Okay. Yeah, well, why is it not letting me type in there? I don't know. Let's see. That's pretty interesting. Never had an issue like that before. So let me reset the picture. Let's see if that works. So if you go right click on any object, you have options, and reset the picture is here. Okay, let's go in here. Space. Oh. Okay. Yes, for some reason, when I inserted the picture, your picture was already at a, it's not at the size that I gave it to you, guys. It was really big, right? So can you find the original one? Maybe it got corrupted in the way. So let me send it again to you, chat here, okay? Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. Okay, can you grab that from chat, please, Mai? Go to your chat and grab it. Save it. Okay. Do you know where to go, Mai?
Yes.
Okay. So save it in your folder and then go insert it again. Is that the right one?
No, I don't
Okay,
know
I
what.
just sent it. I just sent it to your chat, so you have to download it again. And make sure you know where you put it. Go to insert.
Oh,
Okay,
here.
let me try it here. Give me a second. Yeah,
I
it should
say
be.
with the name logo one, but I didn't see in here.
It should be this one here. Hold on. Because there it is. Okay. All right, go ahead and change those numbers over there in the measurement box, see if it works.
I cannot change.
You still can't, I don't know
Yeah,
what's wrong. It's probably corrupted. So let me do something real quick. Give me a second.
Rafael, can I tell something?
Can you what?
Can I say something?
Oh, of course, yes.
Sometimes this being stuck, if you have a lot of files open, maybe she can just turn whatever she has and then turn it off and turn it on the computer. Sometimes it gets freeze, you know.
Yeah, let me try something first though. That's also a good idea, but I think it had something to do with the file that's corrupted. So I'm gonna do something here for her real quick. Minimize this.
So teacher, you can continue the class, and then when you have time, you can show me why is it and
Okay, but yeah, what I want to do, but the reason I like doing this is because it also problem solves, because problem solving is part of learning how to use either apps or computers, guys. But what I need you to do is I need you to reshare, but I want you to reshare your screen. I'm going to see one more thing to see what the problem is. We need to problem solve because that's good. What's going to get us over the hump. If there's an issue going on in the office, we can figure it out ourselves, right? And that's more impressive than anything else when you're working for someone. Let me. Do you have? Okay, I need to. Oh, can you give me control again, please? Remote control, my. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Oh, you don't have Chrome on your computer, huh?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go over to Bing here, and I'm going to search for the publisher logo again. And I better put in there Microsoft, because it's gonna give me all kinds of publishers logos. So I search for it and I go to images right over here, right? And there is, we'll use this one here. This one's a pretty big one. So we can click on it once. Once you click on it, then you can save it. So I'm gonna go to save right down here in the bottom. Okay, it says it's saved. All right, so hopefully we know where it went. Doesn't say where it went. Let me see. Let's go to more. Okay, so it says it saved it. So hopefully we can find it in downloads here. Oh, this window's in the way. Where did it save it to? Boo, Bing. It's so complicated, Bing. I'm gonna go to save image as instead. I right click on the image, guys. Go to save image as. I'm gonna put it just on the desktop for now. We're gonna name it 123 easy. We'll find it right away. Then we're gonna go back over to publisher, and we're gonna get rid of this guy here, delete it. I could have also chosen change picture, but I'm gonna see if hopefully by not doing that, it doesn't stay corrupted. So I'm gonna go to insert, everyone. I'm gonna go to pictures. I'm gonna locate it on the desktop. It's the 123, here it is. You see it here? I'm going to insert it. There it is. All right, try to type in the measurement box. Hopefully it was just a corruption issue.
No, I cannot.
No, oh my goodness. Okay, so let's try one more thing and then that's it, and then we'll just continue. I'm going to close publisher. Okay, Furhan had the idea of doing this and also turning off the computer, but we're going to go ahead and open it again. And just reinsert it. Let's see. If this doesn't work, I quit. You guys could go home. Oh, you already are home. All right. So
That's the trouble.
desktop. Yeah, I know that's the trouble. Yes. 1, 2, 3. There you go. All right, let's click on here. Can we make changes over here? Yes. Okay. All right, so it might have to do it with an option. Okay, I'm gonna escape from that. I don't want to change this at all. I'm gonna click away. Oh, I clicked away and it turned it. Okay, so go ahead and box up. Let's see. Type in here. Delete.
Oh,
Type. Okay, so you can type in there now.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Okay, got it.
yeah. Thank you, teacher.
All right, so you see, that's what you guys got to do. You have to try different things, and problem solving. I have to stress, guys, is a major thing. You guys need to know how to problem solve on your own. Try any way that you can. It's not going to ruin your life. It just might ruin your document. But if you make a copy, if you have already started, and you're way ahead in this document, then just remember, save it first and then try other things in the copy to see if that will work. So it looks like by turning it off and turning it back on, or closing off, closing the program and reopening, that worked. Okay. All right.
Thank
So,
you, teacher.
oh, you're welcome. All right. All right, I'm gonna stop your share and I will share my screen. All right, and we can continue on that. So are we learning anything?
Yeah. Can
Okay.
I ask a question?
Sure.
What are the, on the measurement box, there's after the one of the axis, there's 3, the AAA, the A, and then this. What
Oh
is
yeah,
it for?
we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Those are for the text boxes. Okay. All right. So let's continue that. Here, where are we? So we ended up here at typing 2. So let me open up my, okay. So we put in the coordinates for 0.5 and 0.5, right? So everyone's coordinates should look like mine. So whenever you see me working on something, here's the way you have to think about this, okay? I'm not just gonna show you, but I have to kind of also stress the way that you should be thinking when I'm working on things here. So that way it's easier for you to solve these issues. So in here, for instance, say for instance, your object was down here in the bottom, right? And you're like, how come mine's not in the corner like yours? Well, you click on that image, right? And you can always do this. The status bar tells you exactly where I am, and the object size down in the bottom. You see that? So if you do not know, if I move it over here, you'll see that it changes. You see that? So if you do not know where I placed my object, you don't even have to ask me, because you guys are super smart. And you guys will realize that whatever it says in my measurement box is where this object that's selected is going to be. And also in the status bar, that's why this is called the status, because it tells you you're on page 2 or 1. It doesn't matter which page you're on. For right now, just be on page, on anyone, it doesn't matter. 2 is fine. But over here, it's telling me that I'm on page 2 of 2 pages here. Down here, it's telling me that the coordinates are at 2.21 and 0.94 inches in the rulers, right? Over here, it's telling me that the size, object size, is 2 inches by 1.95 inches. Okay, so that's how you can tell. So if I move this around, and you need to figure out where I moved it to, you just look at either my measurement box or you look at the status bar over here, and that'll tell you if you can see it, because it might look small on your screen. Or you can ask me and then I'll go ahead and tell you. All right. So
I'm sorry, one quick question. I understand divide and hide, but X and Y stands for object position, you mean?
yes, the positioning or the coordinates of the corner of each object. Like right here, you see where I'm circling?
Yeah.
That edge or that corner is lined up to these over here, these measurements, X, Y coordinates, right? It's lined up to 1/2 inch here and it's lined up to 1/2 inch here. If I choose 2 inches, then it's going to move it down for the Y axis, right? So if I go over here and choose 2 inches, it's going to move this corner right here. It's going to move it to right there where I just put that guide. Watch this. I'll change it for you, right? Y coordinate. Let's make it 2 inches. So it should move it down because Y is vertical, X is horizontal. You see that? So the corner of that image is now lined up to the horizontal or vertical ruler, excuse me, at 2 inches. You see that, Farhan?
Yeah, so Y is vertical, X is horizontal. This is what I wanted to make sure.
Y is vertical.
Y is vertical, X is horizontal, right?
Yeah, that's what I just said a little while ago.
Okay,
right?
okay, thank you.
Okay, all right. Okay, got it, guys? All right, so let me put it back where it needs to be at 0.5 and 0.5. How do I know? Well, just look at, like I said, look at this box, 0.5 and 0.5. All right, let's go to the next part here. We're positioning. Now we're at step 11. Save your document in your desktop publishing class folder that you created on your desktop last week. Name it classwork 12921 with your name.
With this,
all right.
With this publisher on it now, this one?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
If it looks like mine, we want to save it now. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna go to.
What's the name you want me to name it as?
Oh, let me put it into the yeah. I'll go ahead and I'll put it into the chat so everybody can just copy and paste it. Okay, where it says your name, you got to type your name. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go to the chat here and I'll paste it in there so you guys can name it that. So when you save it, the name of the file is this. It's in the chat now. Not leave your name there. You write your name there where it says your name. Okay.
I'm confused. You mean what this little work we just did on the logo?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. So you go to File Save As, right? Mm-hmm. And when you get to File Save As, everyone, you are going to browse to put it in the folder of your work, wherever you're saving your work, right? Mm-hmm. Browse. Why are we saving now? Because we don't want to lose anything as we continue in the further. Okay. So we're right here where it says file name, you guys will copy it from the chat, right? And paste it here and where it says publication, right? You're going to paste, and where it says your name, you're going to remove that, right? Just highlight it and type your name. Okay. Just like that.
Okay.
And make sure that you are saving it where you know you are going to remember, or where you're organizing your files. So I got to go to the desktop and I got to go to my desktop publishing folder, which is right here. I got to open that up and then I'll save it in there. Okay. And this is just another folder that I put in there, but you don't have to. You can organize it any way you want as long as you're inside the desktop publishing class folder. Save. All right.
Question.
Mm-hmm, sure. Send it to you?
I'm sorry, repeat that.
Want us to send it to you?
No, not yet. We're not done with it. We still got some more work to do. So I hope you guys are learning about the objects and what you can do with it as soon as far as sizing it and positioning it, right? And rotating it. So we will continue. So once you saved it, you're going to note up here that the name you just named it should be classwork 12921, your name. Okay. So that's the name of the, so when you send it later on, because you're going to send me this and then you have your homework. All right.
I cannot save because the file name is not valid.
The file name, okay, do not add any periods or do not add any forward slashes, only dashes. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So don't try to type classwork 1/ or period, because it's not going to, oh, I think period it will take.
Periods take,
but yeah, but the forward slash it won't take. Any other special characters, sometimes it will not take it as a name of a file. Okay. All right, so then we're going to continue. All right, so once we named it, it says deselect the publisher logo by clicking away in an empty or blank area. Go back to the insert tab and click on the online pictures button so that you can search for chalkboard math clip art. Okay, so if I'm looking at my PDF, guys, check this out. I am going to select what's on here, and the reason I select it so that I don't have to type it in. I'm lazy to type, so I'm not going to type. I'm going to select it here. I'm going to copy it, right click on what I selected here, the chalkboard math clip art. I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to go over to publisher right over here, and if you don't copy it, you can just write it in, but go to insert, and we're going to online pictures to look for that chalkboard image. Okay, so go to online pictures, which is right here. You're going to click there. Then you're going to type in here online pictures, or I'm going to copy or paste it in there. Remember, I tried to instead of I do Control V as in Victor, because right click might not work. So do Control V when you click inside the search bar. Then it's going to, or you can just type it out, chalkboard math clip art. Once you do that, tap enter. All right, and the second one, if you spelled it correctly, it should be the second chalkboard with 2 + 3 = what?
5.
All right, somebody knows. Good job, Nora. All right. All right, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to click on the chalkboard, and we are going to click on insert to put it into our document. Okay, everybody do that, please. Anybody need help? Are you stuck?
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
My clipboard have an apple on it.
It has an apple on it. Okay, can you find this one here? Okay, find this one.
Exactly that, like that, but on the next to the question mark, they have an apple right here.
Did you click on two things? Did you click on apple and let me see. Can you show your screen really quick?
Okay.
All right.
Unless you have 2 rabbits plus 3 rabbits, which would create a bunch of rabbits.
All right. Okay, yours has a, how'd you get an apple?
I don't know. They are
okay,
online.
click on the apple. Oh, you got an apple then. Okay, all right. Just leave it in there. It's okay. That is fine. Huh?
Okay.
Matt clipboard?
Let me stop.
I don't know. You cut off, Cindy. I didn't understand what you were saying.
What is it in front of a math clipboard?
Why is it there? Oh, it's the apple?
No. What is it? Antes del math clipboard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, chalkboard. Wait, hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, it's in the chat. I put it in the, oh, let me put it in the chat here.
Okay, thank you.
See it there? Get it from there. Chalkboard math clip art.
Okay,
You guys want to get the exact same one, use it, copy it. And remember when you, this is what's going to happen when, let me show you here on the screen. Let me share. When you go and try to find, try to do the search in online pictures, I noticed that on mine, I couldn't right click in the search, right? So do a click inside of the search text box and then do a control V as in Victor and then tap enter. And there's the clipboard, you see it? You click on it once and then click on the insert button below on over here. Yeah, Christina got lucky. She gets an apple. I'm the one that's supposed to get an apple. I'm the teacher.
I find another one. I want to double check again.
Can I show you what I got? This is
sure. Yeah. So remember we're going to use the Bing search. So okay.
How cute she
is. It's adorable.
Okay.
Let's there's the ultrasound.
Okay. Go ahead and hit cancel there, Cindy. Okay.
Is that your baby, Cindy?
And,
no, they're my grandchildren.
Okay, so,
oh, gorgeous.
Okay, give me a second, guys. Sorry. Go to online pictures. Okay. And do a control V as in Victor.
Okay.
No, just because you copied it, right? Control V. There you go. Enter. See the chalkboard? It's right there. 2 + 3. Insert. Okay. Okay. So this one, it's just telling you that it wants to convert the file into something else. Change it. Go ahead and choose PNG and click OK. The PNG is portable network graphics.
PNG.
Yeah. Yeah. PNG means that it's an extension for a, what does it say? Error occurred? Okay. We're having a lot of errors today, right, guys? Okay. Go back over there again and try one more time. Okay, there you go. Let's see. Wait, before you do anything, give me a second. Okay, go ahead and click on the insert one more time. And choose JPEG. Hopefully JPEG will work. No? Okay, click again. Do it one more time and try just the option that's already set. Yeah. Wow, we're having some major glitches today, guys. Okay, just click OK. No? Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, click OK one more time. And let's see. Go to Google Chrome in the bottom. There you go. Go to the search box. Uh-oh. Go ahead and reload it. Okay.
Here.
Okay, go to the search box. Control V as in Victor. Enter. All right. Let's see if we can find one. Scroll down. Oh, go to images up on the top. Up. Right there. Yes. Good job. Okay, scroll down. Okay. Let's okay, so for anybody that's having trouble like this, make sure, okay, do this. Go up, scroll up to the top. Keep going.
Oh, it's right there.
There it is. Okay, click on it once. Oh, you just missed it. Click on it once. Now right click, actually right click save image as or save picture as. Go ahead, right click. Okay, so remember there's always ways to find images, save image as, save it in your folder where you're gonna save it. Name it first. Go ahead and just type Control V again because the name is still in the memory. You see that? All right, and then go to desktop. Put it in your desktop your publishing folder. There you go. Double click it. Just leave it there. You can put it there. Okay, or you can put it there too. It doesn't matter.
Supposed to save it, Raphael?
Huh?
We're supposed to save the chalkboard, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, don't save it. The reason she's doing this is because she, for some reason, on her publisher, she could not install it. Okay.
Okay, thank
Yes,
you.
if you're done with the assignment, you can email it. Okay.
Thank you, Rafael.
Okay, so now you need to go back to publisher. Let's go back to publisher and make sure it works. Okay, because we just saved this image and it's one of those same formats as the other ones. Okay.
Where go?
Go to pictures this time. Instead of going to online, she has to go to pictures because she now saved it as a picture on her computer. Okay, good. Good. There it is. Insert it. Okay, so there it is. You guys see that? So that's another way. So guys, watch these videos. They're going to help you solve these problems, right? Okay. All right. So now you're going to, let's see what's next. So let's follow the directions. Everyone, go ahead and stop sharing. I'm going to stop sharing you there, Cindy.
Thank you. Appreciate it, your help.
You're welcome. All right. Okay. So let me share my screen here and we're going to go ahead and continue with the instructions here. Okay, and the next instruction is that we inserted that clipboard. Then we're going to resize it 2 inches height by 2 inches. Oh, did I put 2 inches? Okay, hold on. Resize the clip art. Sorry, guys, let me turn this off. Resize the chalkboard clip art to 2 inches in height by typing. Okay, yeah, so also going to be 2 inches in height. So let's go ahead and do that. You guys already know how to do it. So go to publisher. When you click on the object, which is the chalkboard, make sure that it's 2 inches in height. Okay. So which one of these am I going to use? The top or the bottom? Right over here on the right side of the. Now, if you guys do not see this over here, remember, that means that you have to go to picture tools. Remember, look at the picture tools. And you're going to have to click on format right up here. Then you'll see the height text box. And we're going to make it 2 inches tall.
Yeah.
I was doing it in the measurement box.
Huh? Yeah, we can do it in the measurement box too, as if you want. As long as you know that this one is the height right here. This one here. Okay. One that has this little box with arrow pointing up and down or to the side or down. And then this one is pointing to the side, which is the width. So I just put it up here and then hit enter. And there's your 2 inch tall clipboard. You got it?
What's the width?
No, don't change the width.
Oh.
Yeah. You're only changing the height because remember, it's going to keep it proportioned. Let's see. Now the positioning again. It says now click on the object positioning button in the status bar because we will be rotating the chalkboard to straighten it out. All right, you see that? So we're going to rotate it. So click on the up and down arrows in the rotation box to straighten it out. Straighten the chalkboard or rotate it 343 degrees. Once it is straightened, save your work by clicking File, then save Control S, right? All right, so that means that this guy, it's slanted like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, right? So we wanted to make it straight. So we can use the rotation here, but guess what? It's gonna be, you know, depending on how you use the mouse, right? See that? All I did was click on this rotation handle here and dragged and hold down the mouse button. But if it says 343, right? I gave you the instructions to go to 343 on the rotation tab, then just type 343. You see that? Hit 343 inside of the rotation text box here and tap enter. See how it straightens it out? All right, got that, guys? So 343 is a rotation angle, right? Or degrees. Anybody have any questions about that?
Yeah, mine doesn't seem to be turning out right. I was trying to do it on the measurement box,
Yeah, you can, that's where you do it in the measurement box.
but I've got the,
When you do it up here in the height, the rotation should be done in the measurement box.
Yeah.
When you're doing it here, the problem with doing it in here, Lynn, is
Yeah.
that it might not keep the proportions, right?
you mean the measurement box?
Yeah, in the measurement box. Yeah.
That's what's happened to me. So that it
Okay,
doesn't
share your screen. Let's see.
doesn't have the proportions.
Okay, we'll find out what happened. Whoa. Okay, so let's undo it. Let's undo it. Go to undo. So we are lucky we have undo, right? Too bad we don't have undo in life, so we can undo some of the things that happened in 2020.
And before that.
And before that, right? Okay. All right. So don't go too far. There you go. So you inserted the object. Now change its size to 2 inches. Okay. Go to the measurement box and change the one that is the height. Go to the measurement box on the left there. Go to the measurement box.
Oh, this one here.
Yeah, because you said you were doing in the measurement
Yeah, I
box.
was, right. So,
Okay.
so
Okay,
change
and that's not the height. That's the width, that one. Change it to 2 and let's see what happens. Now, tap enter. See what happened? It distorts it. Why? Because it doesn't have the same option there as in the size group text size boxes, right? So undo it and go up to the, there you go. Choose the height, type 2, tap enter. Good. Now go into the measurement box and do the rotation there. In the rotation text box, you're going to type 343 degrees. Tap enter. There you go. It's straight.
Okay.
All right. So now let's read the instructions and see what we do next. Okay. So what do we do next? Let's look. So after you rotate it to 343 degrees, it says to click on Control S to save it, right? So on your keyboard, do a Control S or just save. So what you can do is click on the quick access toolbar up here as well and click on this button here, or go to File and hit Save. Not Save As, because you're not going to change its name or move it somewhere else, but we go to Save. Okay, that saves your progress. Next, click away from the chalkboard to deselect it. Okay, so just click away. Click on where there's nothing, right, in the document. Then it says, go to the Insert tab again to insert a text box through the Shapes button. Click on the text box shape, which has a smaller letter A inside it. Okay. All right, so your cursor is going to become a text box and a text box cursor by going over to Insert. All right, let's go to Insert first. You can go and create your text box from Shapes. Now, you can also go over here. You guys see that? This is something that's not fair, but you can also go into the text group right here. This is a text group because it says text and it's divided by these lines. If I click here, it's the same thing as if I click in here. But if by the time I get over here, I waste half a second of my life. So I'm just going to go to this one. Okay, so I go to this one that's right here. Remember, go to Shapes, click on this one. All right, so then it says to draw a box, right? See, your cursor becomes a cross. Then it says drag it in the, drag it in into the right margin. Okay, so the positioning of the text box should be 3 inches by, or 3 inches and half an inch. Okay, so let's do that. And then you resize the text, the box to width 5 and height 1.75. Okay, so let's do that.
Rafael, before you start, I am in trouble here. When I wanted to make the measurement chart, it appears on where the toolbars are, down the toolbars. It was a small chart on the right side, but it's gone on directed to the up. I don't know what happened.
Can you show me your screen?
Sure.
Hold on, let me stop sharing. Okay.
Look what I got here.
Okay. So what's wrong with the chalkboard?
When I go to insert, okay, and then when I click here, when I click the positions part, look, it goes, the measurement goes on the top of here where the tool.
Oh, you could just, yeah, you could just close it.
I did. I tried.
Okay. Open it, and if it's still there, then you can just drag it out.
You see, it goes again.
Okay, just drag it out. So click there and drag it out, right there, and then drag it down into by the document. There you go.
Oh yeah,
Okay, do you guys see that? Hers got stuck up here. So, and also one more thing, Furhan.
Yes, sir.
See how your ribbons are missing? You're not showing all the ribbons. Do you prefer it like that, or do you? Okay, so also make sure that you right click on any of those tabs. Go ahead and right click and see that where it says, hold on a second, where it says collapse the ribbon. You see it there, guys? Whenever that is checked, that is why your ribbon disappears. Okay, so you have to uncheck it. Go ahead and uncheck it. There you go.
Thank you so much. Okay.
You're welcome.
Raphael, I don't know why, but my page is down halfway down the page and I can't get it up to the top.
Okay, so can you do a maximize?
I just did it. It didn't change it. I tried that.
Okay, can you share your screen?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, just scroll down. So click there, right there where you are now. Yeah. Use your mouse wheel to scroll downward.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And then also, why don't you zoom out a little bit too? You can zoom out a little bit. Okay.
Like,
yeah, the minus, there you go. Okay, so what were we doing? The text box with the positioning and all this information. Watch this, what I'm gonna do. This is a little trick that you guys can do too. I'm gonna select number 21 here. So you're gonna see why, because instead of jumping back and forth, I'm gonna copy this text. Oh, sorry guys. Yeah.
Your screen.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so I'm gonna go to number 21 and I'm gonna select the text there. And I'm going to right click and copy it. And I'm just gonna use it in over here in my file. Watch this. So first I'm gonna hit escape and move my chalkboard out of the way now. And I am going to insert a text box, right? That's what they wanted us to do. So I'm going to go to insert first. Whenever you want to insert any objects, insert is the place to go. I'm going to go to shapes. I'm going to click on the letter A the text box with the little letter A in there. And that gives me a crosshairs or a cross or a plus. You see it? My cursor becomes that. So what I do is I'm going to click right here and I'm just going to drag this way to the edge here of this blue line, the margin line, right? And that's it. And now watch this. Remember I just copied that text for number 21 in our instructions or steps? I'm going to paste it in there. That way I could just read it from here instead of going back and forth. You see that? I could go back and forth, but that might be too much trouble. But the text is in there for now. So this is for next time. You guys don't have to do this, but this is for anybody that wants to do it some other time.
Did you move your box, the 2 plus 3? Because yours is in the bottom left and mine is in the top.
What box? The text box?
Chalkboard.
The text box?
The chalkboard, the 2 plus 3.
Oh, I just moved it down. Yeah, you can move it down.
Okay.
Move it out of the way. Once you move it down out of the way, we're going to now just follow these steps that I just pasted in here. It says that it wants it wants to be positioned at x coordinate 3, right? So I'm going to go over here to my measurement box. You guys see it? And I'm going to type in here just 3, right? Then I enter. Then I go over to this one. Oh, by the way, do you notice that down here in the bottom, when you create a text box, somebody asked me earlier that what are these for? You guys see that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to talk about those in a little bit. I just want you to understand that they were not available in the object, in the picture object. They're only available in the text box objects, okay, or text box. All right, so let's go over here and we'll work on this one. X, 3 inches. All right, I already put that in there. Y coordinate, 0.5. Yeah, it's magically almost where I created it at first, right? I'm going to type 0.5. Enter. It moved it up a tiny bit. Now you're going to say, well, mine text box right now, it's a little higher than it looks, than it should be, because the 5 coordinate is this guide that's right here, and it looks like it went over it. No, it didn't, because see, when you click on here, see, it's just that it gives you a little different frame every now and then, and I don't know exactly why they do that, but it could be because of the layout options. That means that positioning different objects together, that creates a little space so that you don't butt it up against another image or another text box. All right, so let's go ahead. I changed that already.
Do we need to write something on it, on the square?
No, not
Inside
yet.
Square?
Well, read instruction number 22 and see what it says while I'm finishing this up. It says here that I have to resize it to 5 inches wide. Okay, so I'm going to go here, and this time I could use a measurement box because I have exact measurements. You see that? So I can go to width, which is this one, and change it to 5 inches. And then click over here on this one. If I don't click enter, it still takes the 5 inches. So I go to this one here, and I'm going to type 1.75. Got it, guys? And you can tap enter on that one. And look, sorry, I didn't tap enter. Tap enter. Wow, pretty darn close what I created just by eyeballing it and going in there and just dragging it. But the exact measurements should be these that are here in my measurement box. Okay. Once you've done that, then you can delete this.
I followed you, but my box is different.
Same as me.
Okay, so yeah, so you have to follow these measurements. The measurements should be exactly like they are on my measurement box here. And that's going to put it exactly where it is, and it's going to be the exact same size. Okay, so follow these measurements. X 3, Y 0.5, width 5 inches, height 1.75. Okay, make sure that you have your text box selected, otherwise it's not going to do anything. Got it, guys?
My measurements only opening, I have all those measurements, but it's not opening the full length that you have.
Okay, is your box there? Can you see your box, or is it like this blank like mine? Do you see the box? Because remember, right now I can't see my text box. Yeah, you can't see it? Okay, so good. That is goes to my next point. Whenever you guys can't see the text box or the boundaries of some of these pictures, where do we go?
Zoom.
View boundaries.
We go to view and we go to the boundaries checkbox. You see it right here? It's in the show group. This says show. This is a show group. Click there. All right. And now you'll be able to see that your box is there. So make sure that you click inside your box and then change the measurements.
Okay, I have too many boxes now. A bunch of boxes went
so
on there.
Click on some of them and get rid of them and keep one and then change the measurements. That's how you do it. Okay. All right. So while you're doing that, let me just read the next steps. Okay, the measurement box appears and it tells you everything about adjusting it. Okay, that's what I just explained. We're going to skip that. Then you're going to, type the text boxes here. Now, the reason that you type the text boxes here is so that you can be aware of the boundaries, but we already kind of jumped to the boundaries part of it, right? By going to view and checking boundaries. So in here, just type text boxes here. Okay. Go ahead and type it in there.
I didn't get that, and I followed your steps.
Mine
Okay.
is bigger. I followed the steps and mine is bigger.
Okay, well, remember this,
Share screen
guys.
show you?
I am zoomed at 90%, right?
Okay.
So if you guys are like this, right, it's going to look bigger, right?
No,
Now,
it's the text. It's yours is in the middle. Mine is on top.
what do you mean? It's my text box is in the middle?
No, the text within the text box.
Don't worry about that. If it doesn't tell you to change it, don't worry about that right now. Now, whenever you write in text, then you have to go to text box. Look, up here, guys, you have to go to text box tools format and you choose where you want to put it, right in here in the alignment tools. It doesn't have to look exactly like mine. If the instructions do not say to align it a certain way, then don't worry about it. But if it tells you to align it a certain way, then my instructions would tell you to go here to the text box tools, format tab, and select this one here.
So enter
this
till I
one.
get it down to the middle of the page like yours?
No, you do whatever you want. I'm not telling you to, the instructions do not tell you to move them around, do they? To align them anyway?
No, yours is in the middle, mine is at the top.
I'm telling you, it doesn't matter for now. But that's the way that you would change it. So if you want to change it, you can, but you don't have to. Got it?
I just click enter twice and I made it in the middle of the text box. Just enter.
Okay. So see, that's what she did, right? She entered text, twice, right?
Then I got middle, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where it is. Now, look, I can go in here and if I want to backspace, it goes up. If I must have entered on accident, right? And that's why it brought it down. But it doesn't matter. It could be at the top. Okay, for now. You guys will learn the alignment tools anyways, because that's probably going to be part of the rest of the lecture later. Okay, so look. So just do that. And is your box correct now, Lynn and Nora?
Yes.
Just the text box, size and positioning. That's it. And type inside. All you're doing is typing the text boxes here. That's it.
Yeah, it's bigger than yours. It's like, oh, maybe, wait.
Are the measurements the same?
Yes.
Oh, I guess.
Okay. Can I see yours, Lynn, real quick? And we're going to see how it would set up here. Okay. So click on the text box. All right. And the measurements are the same as what I'm telling you to put in there. Let me see. Looks like you're at 308. That should be just 3, right? So you need to put that at 3, right? Okay, so now it moved it. Okay, so this is an issue for you, Lynn.
Yeah.
Is it the only thing that you had to do is scroll to the left?
This one here?
Yeah, no, scroll your page to the left in the bottom scroll bar.
Okay.
Yeah, scroll to the left. The other way, there you go.
Okay.
See, that's how, okay.
Okay.
And look, another thing is that your picture has moved. your picture's positioning should be at X 0.5 and Y 0.5. So click on the logo for publisher. And yeah, so that should be 0.5 and Y should be 0.5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Got it. All right, good.
Mm-hmm.
Should you always have the boundary? Is it always best to have the boundaries on whenever you start working in Publisher?
Well, you eventually are going to become a pro at that. So what do I mean by that? I mean that whenever you have a text box, that's why I told you guys to put text boxes here, because remember we were gonna, we did this, but we were supposed to do it after we write text boxes here, right? You see that? Because right now, you don't see the boundaries to the text box, but when you write text boxes here and you mouse or hover right over it, you see that? You see the text box, and that's when the steps on the assignment sheet, we're going to tell you to go to view and boundaries. So someone asked me a question before the steps, right? So that's the reason why that you're going to become better at figuring out where your text boxes are, because when you put one in, you'll know where you put it in. Okay. All right. Okay. So the next step is, okay, the boundaries, we already did that. That's number 23. Okay, we already did that. So make an exact copy of the text box. Use control, click and drag method and position it across the bottom of the document to the left of the chalkboard. All right. So,
Teacher, we didn't
do
the font size yet.
Give me 1 second. We didn't do the what?
The font size, the size of the font. On the 20, the 23, they say text box here, and then the font size is 22 point.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. You guys can change the text box size if you want to. Go ahead and do that. Thank you, Christina.
Okay.
We missed that one, so just select the text in there and then change it to 22. You can do it in the mini toolbar, and if you lose the mini toolbar, because sometimes it disappears if you don't work on it right away, you can go to home and you can go to right here where it says 11 font size and change it to 22. Okay, so just make it bigger. Thank
All
you,
of my
Christina.
pictures have moved around.
Okay, well, they don't move around on their own, so we have to just remember this, that if you click on any of these pictures, they're gonna move around. Okay, now this one, you guys can position this one down here, but let's see what the instructions say before we go on, because they might tell us to do it in a little bit. So just leave the chalkboard where it is, leave the pictures where they are. Make sure that you guys are seeing your whole page, so that way you don't think that they're all over the place, because sometimes when you guys zoom in and you're not looking at your whole page with this button down here, see this button that's right here in the bottom right of your screen here, where I'm circling. When you click on that, that'll show you the whole page. You see that? And that was in the quiz today.
That was great, yeah.
All right.
Don't forget, remember to use it.
Yeah, I know, huh? So yeah, that's why I'm telling you guys have to go in there and practice as much as you can. Now, we already changed it to 22, right, everyone? So now we're gonna make a copy of this text box here. And the way you make a copy of this text box is, of course, you can copy and paste it, but here's a different way, right? So the reason we make a copy of it is like last time, remember? We did control, then we click, hold down the control, do not let go, and then drag it down. And they want you to put it to the right, to the left of the chalkboard. Now, somewhere I think I missed the positioning of the chalkboard, because it should have been in there somewhere. So
It's not in there. I've been looking.
It's not in there? Okay, so then just drag it to the corner. I don't know what I did with that instruction.
Do we press control and then click?
I'm sorry?
I'm having trouble being able to do this. So we press control.
Yeah, So you guys have to just kind of go to your text box, hold down Control, and near the edge of the border of that text box, when you have the Control pressed down, you'll see that your pointer has a plus. You're gonna click and drag downward. Okay, do not let go of the Control and let go of them when you position the text box. Let go of the mouse button first before Control. Okay, that's why you're having trouble.
You have to stay on the line also, Lynn.
Yeah, you can stay on the line if you want, but
right?
make sure that you drag it down. Yeah, kind of right on the line, Kat. Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Okay, great. Now just move it down and move your chalkboard down to the corner over here. As you're moving it down, guys, you guys will notice that it kind of snaps into place. And you'll see this pink guideline. You see that? And put it in that corner there. And then this text box, all you're doing is after you copied it, make sure that you copied and pasted or Control click, drag it down to here in the bottom.
Are
just
we
like
estimating?
that. I'm sorry?
Are we estimating or is it exact measurements?
Well, move it there and then we'll read the instructions and see what's next. So you guys can do all these instructions on your own too. But let's see. Let me look at what's next. So I forgot to do the fonts there, right? So, but we already did it. Make an exact copy, we did it. Position, okay, so the positioning for that, it says here, and position it across the bottom document, right, at 0.5 and 8.75. All right, so let's go there and make sure that our box is at 0.5. It's at 0.52. See, and I dragged it there. So eventually you guys will get better at, you know, putting, laying out objects where you think they should be. But I'm gonna just go ahead and be a perfectionist and go 0.5. And then I'm going to tab. And what was the other measurement? 8.75, just like it is there right now. If it's not 8.75 in the y-axis, or you can go ahead and type it. Okay, so it should be there where it is now. Got it, guys? All right, so let's see what the next step is. So the next step goes over to 25, and it says type here. Type here is the second text box. So I'm going to select this text right here. And the font size is going to be 32 points. Okay, so I'm going to select this text here, and I'm just going to, instead of typing it in over there, I just copy it from here and paste it over there. Okay.
I've lost all my work.
It should be there. Look in the taskbar. You should have publisher down there below, right? So this text that's here, I'm going to right click. I'm not right click. Sorry, Control V. I'm going to select the text, and then I'm just going to go ahead and paste the text in there. Okay. Let me go over here and change this to what size? Is it 32?
32.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So 32. Now, if you look here, there's no 32. So where do I go? Well, I can type it in. Right here, you'll notice that it's highlighted where the 11 point size is. Just type 32. Okay. So that was the trick of this, is you to go in there and say, oh, there's no 32. And then you can go into the font size text box and type it in and tap enter. Okay. Ready, guys? All right. So let's go to the next step. All right, so then it says font size because of the arrow. It says if necessary, go to the view tab and put the, okay. Make sure that the boundaries box is selected. Okay, good. Show group. Okay, then it says 27. Go to the insert tab and in the illustrations group, click the shapes button to add a sun. Click the sun shape in the basic shapes category. All right, so let's go to the illustrations group. So let's see. insert, illustrations group, go to shapes. All right, so we go to sun. Here's the sun right here. You guys see it? Click on that one. And what size does it want it to be? Let me see. It's eventually going to be a 1 by 1, right? 1 inch by 1 inch. Right here it tells you. Then it says use the shape format tab and go to the size group and type the measurements there. All right. So let's go ahead and go back. All right, I'm going to make my sun. Now, as you're creating your sun, you can also realize something right now is that if you're dragging it, you see how it's not a perfect, you know, it doesn't restrain it to the guidelines that are there to keep it a perfect sun there. So what we can do is we can hold down the shift key as we're dragging out and see how it's always well proportioned and even, as opposed to not holding down the shift key while I'm clicking and dragging. You see that?
I'm sorry, where'd you find the sun?
It's in the illustrations group, right? Go to insert and go to shapes.
Mine is blue, is that okay?
Yours is blue?
Yes.
It doesn't matter what color it is. If it doesn't tell you to change the color, or it's not telling you to, don't worry about it for now. But if it tells you later to change the color, then you will change the color.
I still can't find the sun.
Okay, so it's look up here. Insert.
Yes. Yes.
Shapes.
Yes.
The sun's right here next to the lightning bolt.
Wait, oh, okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Right here, guys.
I don't get a boundary box when I click on the text box of the sun. Is that right?
Well, if I click away, yeah, the box is not showing.
Yeah, but
right?
There's no boundary box like there is on the other text box. Is that correct?
Well, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and insert another. This is how we can find out now. If I insert a triangle and I click away, does it have a boundary box? And if we go to view, are boundaries selected?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? They're selected. Okay, so it's just telling you that the shapes do not have any boundary boxes.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. Yeah, so don't worry. That's a good question.
Mine in the text box, the second one, it missing the letter S at the end and not show the S at the end of the letter, the word box.
This one here?
Yes.
You can't see the letter, what letter?
S, the last letter.
X?
Yes.
You can't see it?
No.
Okay, so, okay, can I see your screen really quick? Because I don't know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, I share.
Everyone else, click on the sun and make it, I think it's supposed to be a 1 by 1, right? 1 inch by 1 inch. Go ahead and do that. Go to the sizing group. Okay. Okay, so the reason that might not be showing is because it might be too close to the chalkboard, but click on the text box really quick. And the size of the text in there should be what? 20, was it 22 or 32? 32.
32.
Okay. So, yeah. Type 32 up on the, there, or there. Enter. Okay. All right. And you have a quote there too, or yeah, go ahead and take those off, the quotation marks. Okay. All right.
Okay, now it's show. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, so here's the sun. I want it to be 1 inch by 1 inch. I'm going to the format up here on the top.
How do we change the colors?
Huh? I'll show you how to change colors in a little bit. Give me a second. first, let's go ahead and do this, and then we'll go back to changing the color. So I go to drawing tools, go to format.
Change mine one by one, but it's still big and at the top. It didn't do anything.
Guys, just can you wait up until I stop talking or pausing? Okay, because I'm recording here, and then now I'm recording what I'm saying too. Just like when you're talking, what's recording is my voice over yours. So please wait, because then we can't hear what anyone's saying because you're talking right over when I'm talking. Okay, so please wait, guys. Do me that favor. Okay, so when I go to format, let's take care of that first, and then we go back to the questions you guys had. All right, and I'll go in order too. That means that I'm going to be asking whoever jumped in first. So please do not jump in while I'm talking. All right, so right over here, we have the sun. Going to format. Whenever you click on a shape, you get a drawing tools alert up here. You guys see it? Right underneath it is format. Okay, then you're going to go over here, change it to 1 by 1. So type 1, enter. Next one, type 1, enter. Okay, there's your sun. Now the question about changing the color, if you click on it again, watch this. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to be in the home tab, right? So when I click on it again, up on the top, you get this little alert here that says, look up here, use format to make any changes to this. That's how you know, guys. When you click on there, look in here. It says shape styles, right? This one says what? Shape fill. Shape fill, if you look underneath the bucket right here, the color is already selected blue, right? That's why your sun came out blue. The shape outline, see it right here? Shape outline. What color is it on the sun, guys? It's black, right?
It's black.
Okay, so if it's black, if you look here, it's because this is the black color here. You see it in the shape outline. So if I want to change the color of the sun, I go to shape fill and choose the color I want to make it, right? I'm going to make it light blue, right? If you don't like any of these colors that are in here, you can click on the shape fill and go to more fill colors right here. When you go to more fill colors, you can do several things. You can click inside this color box, or you can move the slider up over here to change to a different color, right? And you'll notice that the new color appears here. And once you click OK, then that color will be the fill of the sun. If I don't want the outline to be black, I want it to be maybe a lighter blue, right? I can choose the outline color from here, right? If I'm looking for a different color, or I want to sample the color, sampling a color is really cool. This is the tip that is not in there. But if you go to sample a color, you can pick a color from anything that is in your document, like the brown that's in here, right? You see that? And it gives you the brown as the outline. That one is in here, also in the shape fill. If I want a brown sun, right, and I want to have the exact same color, then I use a sample fill color, right? So for instance, if I click on here, I can choose the brown from the outline here, or I can go in here and choose the brown from in here. You see that? And now I have a brown sun. Okay. All right. So let's continue here. Okay. So if the shape format tab, okay, if still in the shape format tab, go to the shape styles group and click on the shape fill list arrow to change the color of the sun to orange. See, now we change it to orange, right? Position the sun to point X, or sorry, 0.5 X coordinate and 5 Y. okay, the left side of the document. So it's going to end up being on the left side of the document. So we need it to be orange, and we need the x-axis at 0.5 and the y-axis at 5. Okay, let's go there. So now the question of why we turn this guy in, how we change the color of the sun comes into play. So this is what you guys can do, is you guys can read ahead of me, right? And it tells you there in the instructions how to, you know, what to do, right? If some instructions are missing, then yeah, definitely that is my fault, and I apologize for that. But you can still ask the questions. Just be, you know, be patient, and I'll get to them. All right, so let's change this to orange. So here we go. Shape fill again. Here's orange. I'm clicking on orange. The sun is orange, right? Okay, and what was the positioning? 0.5 and 5. Okay, so I'm going to go back to publisher, and I'm going to go to the positioning, which is in the measurement box, right? Okay, so what was it? 0.5, type 0.5. Okay, and what was this one? 5 inches, and tap enter. And there it is on the left side of the document, right? Aligned to the margin, the left margin. Got it, guys? All right, so what I would do right now is I'm going to go ahead and hit save. I'm going to hit the save button just in case. Okay, let's continue. Go to the insert tab and click on the word art list arrow in the text group and select fill blue reflection curve style. All right, so we have to find the fill blue reflection curve style word art. Okay, and we're going to type word art is cool. Okay, so let's find it. So click away and go to insert. You're going to go to word art right over here. You guys see it? Okay, now the steps tell you what to do, guys, so you guys can always go ahead. I'm telling you. All right, and then we're looking for the fill blue reflection curve, which is right here. You guys see it? All right, click on that one. Once you do that, then you're going to type word art is cool. Is that what we're supposed to type? Word art is cool. All right, let me double check.
Exclamation point?
Yes, exclamation point, thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Was there a specific size?
No.
Nope, okay, no size, so then we don't worry about that.
No size or position.
Okay, great. Click OK. There is word art is cool. Okay, now, everything that you're using right here, guys, is what you're going to use to create your Valentine's Day couples party. Okay, that's your homework. We've come to the end of the class, but that is your homework. So everything that you learned right now, right, it's in the video. Okay, so this is your homework, okay? And this is due by next Friday, loosely. I know you guys have lives and you guys have things that you have to take care of, families to feed, families to enjoy time with, everything. But you're going to create this flyer. You're going to open up a blank document and add everything that's on here to it. So whatever you learned right now, use it, okay? To create a new, now this one that we just created, I need you guys to go ahead and hit the save button or Control S. I'm going to save it. Once you save it, you're going to send it to me with the 2 pages, 1 blank and 1 not, okay? So it's going to be, don't delete the first page that has nothing on it, okay? Leave it there because that was part of the assignment. So this is the classwork that you're turning in. Your subject matter will be the name of the document, which is classwork 1/29/21 with your name. Okay, so that is the subject matter for the email. So that means that this guy is going to be sent to me. All right, and then afterwards, you're going to create a blank document and create that Valentine's Day couples party flyer. Okay, try to insert pictures. Look for pictures that make sense. It tells you there in the instructions, if you look at them, tells you what I want. Okay, all right, all this has to be in. These are the musts of the to get a perfect score on that. You need to make sure that you get everything that's in here on there. Okay, any questions about that?
Yes, please. I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Whatever we have done with you right now, so we are just sending to you as a homework?
Yes, yeah, you have to send it to me. Let me do this. I'm gonna go ahead and save this and close it. And I'm gonna, on the chat, I'm gonna add the name of this homework. All right, it was, what was it again? Sorry, guys. Oh yeah, the 129. Okay, so let me close that. Okay, so the name, I'm gonna put in the chat. So the name for the subject of the email should be, oops, sorry guys. Where's the chat? Oh, here it is. Chat's over here to everyone. That, okay, it's in the chat right now. So whenever you send your email, make sure that the subject is classwork 01-29-2021. Okay. All right. So when you send your Valentine's flyer, okay, make sure that you just type Valentine's flyer homework in the subject.
Okay, thank you. I got it.
You need us to, email this that we just did today. Right?
Yes, yeah, you have to email all the time, guys. Whenever we do classwork like this, you have to email it to me.
But my question is, when we email it, does the navigation page go with it too, to you?
Oh, well, yes, because you have pages in there that you were working on. If this was a newsletter, you'd probably have, maybe 6-8 pages of information. So yeah, so it stays with it. It stays as part of the file created in Publisher, which is a .pub, right, for Publisher. Okay, guys.
Okay.
All right. So anybody else have any last questions before I go eat lunch at home?
Can we leave? If we
Yeah, you guys are done. Mm-hmm.
Okay, have a nice weekend. Thank you very much, Rafael. Bye, guys.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Very good class.
When is
Thank
gonna
you.
be the Zoom recording?
As soon as it comes out. Remember, it doesn't come out right away, and we're still talking, so it's still recording.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, teacher.
You're welcome.